Wrong side. Bang. Alright, welcome. Sorry, I took a little bit. As you know, that's how I do it. I like to get set up, make my coffee while this music's playing, get the room set up, make sure, cool. Don't need to see that. Alright. Let me lower the music just a little bit more. It's a little loud on my side. It's actually changed the station. Let's get in the mood. We need to relax. Hold on. Let's get... What do we want to listen to today? Alright. This is the mood for today. Calm, cool, and collective. Nothing crazy. Alright, let's get into it. First thing I really want to get into was straight up off the bat was this. This is the long-short ratio. I know this is not an end-all be-all indicator whatsoever, but it's something I want to indicate. I want to show you. That's very important. In my opinion, very important. When you look at this, what I see is I see ranges. I see bounded ranges of price of action. Not necessarily price action because this is not price, but action. And what do I mean by that? If you look in this range, that was bound to a range, right? This action was bound to a range. This action was bound to a range. This action was bound to a range. And then this action down here was bound to a range. What I'm trying to point out to you is this is where we tend to turn around at these points right here or up here. So if we look back in history, you can already speculate what this time frame would be. You can already speculate if you've been trading crypto. You already know what this is, what time frame this was. This is the bull run of last year. The bull run of last year. Right here. When the longs got into this territory, managed to bounce and range in here, this is when we had the biggest bull action in our bull run last year, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go back and double check that because I don't want to be a liar here. Go to Bitcoin. Excuse my charts, a little messy today. I was busy messing with the indicator last night, trying to make the conditional closes work a little bit better for us. Okay, let's get rid of everything we don't need. Let's go to daily, and let's go log. Let's pull up. Might take a little bit for it to pull up on this actual chart. Bear with me. I just want to show you guys this because this is important. It really is. We're really coming into a point in time where, in my opinion, we can really either make a really good bull run. I'm not shitting you guys. I'm not lying. I'm not a fibber. I play both ways. I'm here to make money. I don't care where the price goes. It could go up. It could go down. I don't care. I'm gonna make money either way. All right. And right now, I'm telling you, it could go either fucking way in the terms of the long term. It can. Okay, it's up finally. Okay, let's pull this up. Let's get that range signified on our chart so we're not blinded, jaded by the fact. Oh, wrong thing. Look right here. When we enter this, which was right here, where was the top of the bull run? When was it? Just want to mark the date. The highest high 191967 right there. 198999, 1969, 1979. So the high was on this day right there specifically. So I'm going to go back, mark that same point out. Look at that. Isn't that pretty remarkable? Isn't that pretty remarkable? What I'm trying to say is, if the longs manage to break into this zone, there is a good chance it could really mean something. A good ability that if longs to break this resistance, I know it sounds stupid because I'm talking about an indicator. If longs to break, this is in essence, it holds valid. Psychology plays true in the same sense in these things too. It's not just price. So what I'm saying, these longs, we break it's a little lower. Break that little resistance, so more like a range. You can't really specifically say a point. More like that little range right here. If we could get out of this range, I'll be very confident to be longing some things on a bigger time frame, I think. Because this, to me, would say that we'd possibly at least get up to... I know I'm stretching it. But my initial idea was that longs weren't even going to come close to that range. We weren't even going to come close to that range. We were going to come up to about here-ish and die out. But with the way things are looking in the historical data, I'm just like trying to put pieces together, and if the last time the long broke that threshold, we had some significant bullish action, what would happen if it happens again? Very curious. I'm not saying I'm going to go all long on it, but I'm saying I'm going to be very curious and very respectful to this idea in terms of my main analysis, because my main analysis is still very much bearish. I don't think we're going to break into new highs whatsoever. My main analysis is still very much WXY was an ABC, and we're in the B wave right now. Again, B wave right here. It's A, B, some sort, big long B, and then a C coming down for calculation event. That's my primary, and I'm sticking with that until I'm proven untrue. Okay. So I know that was a lot to get into real quick, but now let's get into the actual charts. Let's see what the hell's going on. Let's get rid of all my mess too. I know you guys hate when I draw these squiggly lines. So let me get rid of all this bullshit. Let's get rid of all that. All right. Straight up looking at RSI, I want to go to daily RSI first of all. The daily RSI just broke 57, and at 58 you start to hit a point where I deem a point of acceleration. And if you could break that point at 58, hit 60, come back and test 58 as a support, then you really start moving, like right there. What happened right here? I know right here is a little fake out, but this is a zone where a lot of action likes to turn around if we could sustain it. So I'm specifically looking at this zone right here. Specifically looking at this zone right here. Right here. I'm wondering if we could get this little pivot right here, bounce back like this, just stretch up for new highs. I'm really curious. We got decent volume here. Over the past few days, it's been raising. It's good. Up to this point, I know the last few legs have been died off, but the last leg is subjective in terms of what it could be. Is it an impulse, or is it just like an A-B leg of an ABC? Who knows? We won't know until more price action occurs, until either we break up or down. But this is good and for the bulls. I'm not gonna lie, it's good for the bulls. What's bad is you have double topping across here, but that does not necessarily mean it's bearish, especially in the Elliott wave. Those are even. This fifth wave could be our extended wave, and typically in crypto it is. So I wouldn't be very bearish on this. We absolutely need to get out of this. In terms of straight up resistance and support. When I look at this, you do see some sort of bearish, divergence. So what's absolutely crucial for Bitcoin to hold is that high right there. If we cannot hold this high on a daily time frame on some closes, I know that's a pretty deep retracement from where we are, but I'm talking about a higher time frame type of thing. If we manage to seep down here, could we seep down here with this? I'm going to short that easily. My shorts are there. But the big question, the big fight for Bitcoin will be right here. That exact close right there is what's going to deem us done, or we're going to test this range of support, wick down, close above it, and move back up. This price, if we're even get below it, we're done. I'm telling you, we're done. I'm done. It was just like this price I signified at 3337 previously when we were here. On price action, I deemed 3337 as the no-go zone for where Bitcoin absolutely cannot close underneath, and I'm seeing another one of those right here. I'm seeing another one right here. This is the no-go zone where Bitcoin absolutely cannot close beneath. Absolutely. Whoop, sorry for that. Okay, and then you might want to be wondering why is that point? Unless you're in my group, you won't understand, and I'm not going to sit here and explain it another time. Okay, strictly now let's get into the guts, because we already know what I have an idea of what we should do. In my opinion, we should move up from here. My idea is Constantinople and all that bullshit is way too. It was way too soon. It's right here. Here it is, 27th. Right there. You think we're just gonna die down and come back up? I don't know. Or unless you really think the Constantinople update is gonna go absolutely catastrophically horrible, then yes, we're gonna come down and we're gonna come see new lows instantly. That happened once, where it didn't go through. Will it happen again? Who knows? In my opinion, we're due for these tops to be taken out. We're due. These tops are too happy. They need to be taken out. You guys are sitting here too happy. Take you out. In terms of market structure too, time analysis, everything. It just seems like we should be moving up one more time. I'm not going to be longing this until I get a signified break of this high right there. And trust me, we'll get some volume if this is indeed an impulse right here. Our next leg is going to be an extended leg. And I promise you that. You might be, how do you know that? That's just how Elliott wave works. In an impulse, one of your legs absolutely has to be an extended leg. If one of your 3 impulsive legs in your impulse is not extended, you do not have an impulse. And right now we're in limbo right now. We're not 100% positive this is an impulse, because this middle section was pretty dragged out long, and just, in my opinion, almost like a B wave, you know. But in terms of market structure, it seems like this should be C. You know, in terms of market structure, this should be C. But this looks like B, but this looks like a pennant, so I'm leaning with the ABC still. I'm leaning with my main analysis. I'm going with it until proven wrong. Until something seems like screamingly drastically wrong with my analysis, I'm gonna get out of it. But I'm gonna stick with it. I mean, when there's something drastically wrong or something like that, then I'm gonna get rid of it. But something so far, nothing has eluded me from that idea. First of all, yes, this is a pretty weak wave 3 in terms of extension. Yeah, we only made a not even a 1.236. We just hit like a 1.15 type thing. But what was crucial is we hit a 1-to-1. And as long as we get it over a 1-to-1, there's a possibility that it could extend into an impulse. And that's what's key into the analysis and to the understanding to this. This 5 could be as long as it freaking wants. Since this 3 was already longer than 1, this 5 could extend, not literally extend as long as it wants, but to a point. But it could extend at least 2.36 of this entire move of 1-2, which would lead you way up here to that zone right there. Now this is an extreme case, and this is like the most extreme cases you get where the 5 extends this much. But the average is a 2 point right here. The 1-to-1 extension of that. So, but I'm just telling you, this is what could happen. So now let's get into the even more deeper structure. Okay, now we're really curious. What's going to happen? I'm not going to long this. If you're longing into this, you're kind of risking yourself, in my opinion. Let's see here. If I was going to count this would have to be a 1-2 or something. Is this a 3, 4, and this a 5? So does that complete that structure? Possibly. It's a possibility. This could. I hate doing 1-2, 1-2s, but that looks like the identical move in separate subwaves, so it's a possibility. If anything, I definitely see this. All an impulse, and either this your corrected move right here, we're going A, B, C, and we already corrected and we're moving up, or this is your corrected move and this is your A, B, C, and we're coming down. In terms of time frame, I'm liking this one better. I am. Something like this. I don't know if I'll be shorting this because it's just the overall bullishness around the atmosphere. A lot of alts look really primed to take off, you know. All is really waiting for Big Daddy Bitcoin to get going, and then everything starts moving. And so, like, I don't know if I'll be willing to short this, but I'll be definitely eyeing this buy right here. Looking at it, I wouldn't necessarily put my orders there, but I'll watch for a reaction in there. I'll see if we could dip in there. If we wick down and get a close in there, I'll start buying. Stop loss, and then as soon as we clear this halfway point, then you're pretty good to go on, continue on. Now, like I said, the other analysis is we could have ended it here. This could have been your corrective move here, A, B, C. And we could be moving up for an impulse here. What could signify this as being the impulse? It would be a break of this high right here. If this high gets broken and closed upon, it's a decent range, that would be your impulse. The reason why I say that is because this could be maybe a 1 and coming down for 2, 3, 4, 5. Something to be aware of. It's very crucial we maintain these trend lines though. I know it's very obvious, but this is your main kahuna trend line right here. If we break this trend line, we're most likely gonna end up doing what I said in the bearish setup. This has to be maintained to sustain this bullish momentum for this month. In my opinion, we are, but we'll see. Move on to Ethereum. So yeah, let's move on to Ethereum. Actually, let's actually go to a smaller time frame real quick. Let's go back to the 1 hour. I want to do something before we get out of this time frame. Okay. Tell me when to all in. All right, I will. It's not yet. We're not ready. And I'm not convinced yet. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm not in no rush. I have alarm set for us. Don't worry. I have alarm set literally right here and right here to tell us, hey, bullish breakout and a bearish possible rebuy down here. So I got it set in our alerts. If you're in my group, we're all set. We're ready. We're just waiting, plotting, planning, scheming. It's all about that scheme. I do a lot of my analysis, and I do apologize for people who really are like new doing this or watching me. I know like, you do so much. There's too much you're doing. There's a reason I do everything I do. This is pretty crucial right here. It's pretty big, actually. So let's draw that same corresponding trend line. You're there. And this one. You see, this one's broken out right here. One of my favorite tricks I teach in my group is this RSI trick. It's pretty simple. After a divergence play, you put your trend lines off the tops. You draw your corresponding downtrend line off the bottoms of those tops. You look for the secondary bearish divergence, which is this point right here. You draw it off those 2 points. You take that second point of divergence with the actual trend line, and you draw it off the first 2 points of this pivot area. You could have went off this one or this one. I like that one because it's tighter. It's better if you have a 45. If you get an angle with a 45 with 2 good points on the RSI, that's usually the running one you run it with. And what you look for is a bounce of this support line on price here, and then RSI to creep out over this, which it did, and then you long it, and then you got one close. You usually get 1 or 2 closes of a chance to get in this play. It's really quick. You have to be a scalper. You have to know what to look for. You have to be quick and on your toes. But it usually makes for some good gains. You would have got in right there on that close, on one of those 2 closes, and then you would have had this little gain. It's a scalp play, but it's a little scalping technique I teach in my group. Okay? Alright, now let's move on again. That's not what I wanted to show you guys. Oh shit. That's not what I wanted to actually do, but I wanted to show this. So what's not good right now, I might actually short this because it's actually giving me a setup I like in terms of my what I like to see in my plays. And I'll be aiming for this point right there, specifically that point. one of these two. It's very dangerous though, so I wouldn't be doing it unless you got some extreme money management skills and really good risk management skills, because this is an extremely difficult time to be wanting to short anything. But this is giving me a signal 0, 1, 2, Y, Z, failed to close over any significant pivots. OX is coming down. This could be the end of OX or not, we don't know. When I'm looking at this though, you did have bearish divergence form right here, which is not good. You got a negative form after a positive, which isn't good. So I could definitely see this testing. I know I'm probably not gonna do it. But this looks like a normal play. What's good for the bulls though is this volume, and that's one of the things I look for. One of the checks in my analysis in this setup, in this play, is I look for bearish volume, and this doesn't really have bearish volume. So that's one thing to be aware of. And this double bottom here, when this didn't really get so low. So that's another thing to be aware of. Typically, after you get all this, the last and final check is this breaks this low right here. That breaks this low right here on RSI, and then price action dips below a 0.168 retracement, and we didn't. We hit on a dot. We hit on a dot. So if we would have dipped below it, I would have been more comfortable doing this. But so far, it's looking pretty good. To one more chance for the bulls. In essence, if on this move the bulls can't close over this range, I'm gonna short. So I'm not gonna short right now, but on this move in this next few hours, the bulls cannot prove to me they want these tops taken out right now. Then I'm gonna short and aim for this low right here. Maybe not Bitcoin. Probably more looking at an Ethereum short, but this is exactly what you'll be looking for. If you're wondering what I'm seeing in my RSI, I see a divergence, I see a drop down, I see a positive form, I see an attempt to break the divergence, I see a failed attempt to break the divergence, both on RSI. RSI got rejected by a floor. Price action got rejected by a previous high, could not close above it, got rejected by a pretty nasty wick, came down. The last check though was not met, so then we go to step 3 and 4, which is, okay, does after OX form, does the pivot of OX make a new high? Yes. Then the divergence is false. No. Divergence is divergence is true. False. If yes, divergence is true. Okay, that's the last step. It's literally what I'm waiting for. So that's literally it for the scalp play. There's no real safe scalp play for a long or a short at this point. You're right in the middle of the no man's zone. If you're doing anything at this point, you're risking yourself, or just you're adding on to a position you brought in down here with. So that's what I'm looking for. If that was a little confusing for you, I can't really explain it other than these are the points I watch for on divergence. After the divergence forms, there's only 6 ways to tell if a divergence is true or false. 3 of them are true, 3 of them are false, and it's up to you to signify what the patterns look like in price action and your oscillator to determine if it's true or false. And I kind of figured that out. So right now it's looking like it could be false. It came really close to being true, but this kick down of OX 0, 1, 2, Y, X, Z, OX. This kick down of OX was not strong at all. At all. Want to see a strong kickdown of OX? I'll show you. I'll show you what we usually want. It's right here. What we normally want is right here. Right here. 0, 1, 2. Here's your Y. Here's your Z. Here's your OX. Boom. Kick down. Broke it through. You're done. We did not have that here, did we? No. We did not have that here. So since we did not have that here with that move, I'm very curious to see what happens here. Again, if price action cannot close above these highs, it's another failed attempt. And I will be shorting at the failed attempt. But I have to see some bearish divergence on a smaller time frame, like a 15-minute, like bearish 15-minute divergence on volume, or on RSI, on a 5-minute maybe. I just need something to show me a little bit more bearishness other than just that on that higher time frame. Okay, moving on. Ethereum. So this played out literally exactly like I said, and I don't know why I didn't take that fucking long, like an idiot. Ethereum looks like it's ready to explode, to be honest with you. I don't count waves on the 5 minutes. That's stupid. I count pattern. I watch for patterns to develop. I don't count waves. Oh yeah, definitely. Ethereum looks like it's gonna break out, to be honest with you. This looks bullish as freak. I don't know exactly what this was. To me, this looks like a 1 through 5. This looks like a clean 5. Either that, no, that doesn't look right. That could be it. Here I am counting waves on the 5 minute. Hey, I like this. I do like this. A break of this trend line right here, and I'm a buyer for Ethereum. Like, what the fuck you just say you're gonna short? No, I did not say I was gonna short. I said I was looking to short if things develop and I got my checks. And I told you what my checks are, and so we don't have them yet. This is a possibility. Again, I'm not a buyer until I get a clean and clear close above this range. Right here. I need clear and clean close above this range. I know. Yeah, you could say it. In my opinion, this looks like all more one move, you know. And we're correcting right now, making a flag. Coming up one more time. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be a buyer until this trend line is broken. I need a little bit more definite. I mean, the previous trend line was broken and retested, so man. When's Constantinople? 7 days? 7 days? Bits Mex. It's the next pivot. Really? I'm gonna look at that chart real quick. I hate this. That's why I hate these freaking. Interesting. Very strange. Very, very strange. That is very, very strange. Okay, so that eludes that idea of a 1 through 3. Very strange extension in here. Yeah, the chart is a lot better on BMX. It is. That definitely looks like a bull flag out, extending out. That's funny. The longer we go sideways here, the more bullish I get. I'm not gonna lie. Unless we like make a wedging shape, and a break like a wedging shape, then I'm gonna say it's like a leading diagonal. But to me, this looks bullish. Just like the structure of it. I always do that. So this literally hit the algo target to the T. To the T, hit the algo target. Yeah, I'm liking this for a possible first wave, maybe. Again, I'm not long until I get more confirmation of that, and we will get. I'll probably like a stop by maybe. Set like right here maybe, and hopefully it's gonna wick me in and cause me to die. There's a possibility that it could just form a stupid, gross, flat ABC where it's like that. It could roll over from here, form this. So a whole bunch of ideas we could. I'm liking. Let's see here. If this is going to be a corrective move, when you get time frames in here involved. So let's just say right here. So yeah, about this time is when I expect it to end. Let's go 1 to 1 to this time frame right there, which is right here. So yeah, that time frame. So that leaves us with what? How many days left until Constantinople? 27. Right there. I don't know. Looking at time frames, I don't know. I think we should need to go up sooner than later. If my idea around what's going to happen around the update. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. The max time I'm allowing for this corrective move is right here. In terms this pure time frame analysis and fib analysis in terms of time frame, but in terms of what in terms of like entire market analysis and like the Constantinople update and stuff like that, I expect no greater than this time frame to be tested. There's a possibility of this little. Secondary possibility is there. Let's move back to this one now. In terms of time frame, it's right on the edge. Literally right on the edge. Right on the edge. Here's a point usually you wanted to at least get to here. In terms of time frame for it to be the same move, but it doesn't always have to be like that. It's not an end all be all rule. So max, I'm gonna say right here, for sure, the max amount of time I'm allowing this to go sideways is this, but I don't expect us to go sideways more than, honestly, the 21st-ish, 22nd-ish. And that's just because in terms of what usually happens on the upgrades or the whatever you call them, is they usually run hot until like the day before and then they die. And I just feel like it would be so crazy if we turned out and started going north on the 23rd and have 5 days, just 5 days of straight bullishness. Straight, like, basically vertical bullishness. No, yeah, the news right now is saying the update should cause a spike in price, and also the developers on Visualic's team are really confident in the fact that this time around the Constantinople update will go through. Those are the two things around the atmosphere. Like I said, I expect some sort of a sell-off viciously the days leading up prior to, like, I don't know, not the day of, but like maybe 2 days to 3 days prior to this. Definitely within a day, which is right here. Definitely within a day. Like, you're definitely gonna get corrections within a day. I'm saying 2 days. So 25th is right here, with 24th, turn over right there. So this is, I'm expecting some sort of corrective sell-off or some sort of sell-off starting here. So let's do this as well. So all I'm doing right here is I'm judging the distance and time frame of the impulses of these moves, trying to get a gauge of how long this impulse could be. Let's see how off or on these two were. This first impulse was longer than the second one, I think. Actually, look at that. Within 1/3 range. Within 1/3 range, which is exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. So we're aiming for this range right here. In terms of time frame. Whoops. Messed up. Get that back. Sorry. So I'm just gonna map out our zone. I'm going off the deep. I'm trying to see if this makes sense. That's all I'm trying to see. 1 to 1. And you notice this, the entire zones that those two time frames give us comes after. So I wouldn't expect us to correct, like I said, I didn't expect us in the first place to correct this long, but I was giving it an opportunity to see if it was a possibility. I don't think so. I really think the max amount of time I'm giving it is right here. Because landing it right here, it makes our corrective box, I'm sorry there's a lot of mess here now, but I'm just trying to be very adamant on what I'm trying to do. I'll color these ones too. And that makes more sense, right? That makes a lot of sense. The absolute max I'll allow it, even after the update, which I don't think it'll go after the update, is right here. I think it'll die before the update. The zone I'm really looking at is the front quarter of this panel, if you can call it for now. We'll label this blue, since it's our blue range. And now we'll get rid of everything. Okay. So again, we could turn right here. Very possible. We hit that algo target extension. If I'm not mistaken, that's also like a 0.236 retracement of this entire move. Let's double check. I absolutely hate when that happens. Just over a 2.236, but that's not the right pivot I'm going off of. I'm going off this one. A perfect algo kiss target. Typically I don't like to long that. So that's probably why my guts just didn't want to long that, because I usually don't long the 236. I usually wait for the 3836. What do you call that? The 382 down here. 382 is usually better for continuation. But this did hit two algo targets. Hit the 236 and also the dead cat extension. So it hit both the flat extension range. So it hit both algo targets. So again, I won't be surprised if we break out here. And that's why I will be a buyer. On a break of this, I will be a buyer. I cannot be more adamant about that. I will be a buyer. Why is there so many? What the hell's going on here? You guys see that? I have three RSIs up there. Very strange. Why can't I get rid of it either? Very strange. Can't get rid of them. Oh, that's cool. That's exactly what I want. Anyways, so to reiterate everything we've gone over today in terms of crypto, there's a possibility we can roll over one more time and maintain bullishness. But I will not maintain bullishness on any retracement below 136 on Ethereum. And honestly, I wouldn't like Bitcoin to break any further than. Let's see what Bitcoin did here. Yeah, like I said, yeah, just I wouldn't want us to retrace beyond that point right there, which is basically just get to bitch. Yep, right here, that zone. Would not like us to retrace beneath this zone right here. This is my low for Bitcoin to stay bullish. Let's actually get that up there. Just in case. Just in case, you never know. You might get lucky. I'm not, like I said, I'm not long yet, but I'm mapping out a target. I'm really liking that one. This 1-to-1 also looks pretty tasty for a wick and die. So we'll see how this goes. So for Bitcoin, the lowest I accept. Let's get rid of all this mess. We don't need all this stuff. On a retracement, 3,800 to 3,830 to stay really bullish. Holding this gold box at 3,850 would be excellent. A break of 39.65, and I'm pretty positive we'll be in another hit another leg of a impulsive move. Looking at longs things, this is, like I said, this is very intriguing for me. We'll keep an eye on this and move on. Okay, let's go to XLM. Let's go straight up. Look at all these. I'm not gonna lie, all these pairs look like they're gonna explode. I'm just. They all are making like inverse head and shoulders at the top of the range, which is pretty bullish. You know? Even Bitcoin, even Ethereum right here. Very intriguing. So let's see how this plays out. Moderately bullish, but I'm not going to be longing anything until I get confirmation. And if we get a rejection of those zones, then I'm going to go short and aim for those lower zones, okay? The rest of the market, in terms of alts, XLM looks fucking good. I like XLM, could have came off a pretty nasty sell-off recently. Bitcoin Cash looks decent because it didn't really pump as much as the rest of the coins. It still has a lot of highs to go, which is what? From this point, another 40 to 50%. And if it breaks those highs, which it might not, probably won't break those highs, but it's a possibility. ADA looks good. I'm saying like what you should buy when we get more confirmation, which should hopefully come pretty soon. ADA looks good because again, this hasn't really moved as much as some other alts like Litecoin and stuff, and it's very close to the top end resistance. There's not much left there, you know. So these tops will definitely get taken out for a fact. If ADA does move, if we do move, these will get taken out for a fact. And this will probably get hit, this lower zone right here. Move on to DXY. And let me know if you have any questions, anything in regards to what's going on. DXY, okay, this did not the shape and form DXY made was pretty peculiar. Because this last move was definitely interesting. Very interesting. Especially like right here. Like this 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5? And this is A, B, C? Or this 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is very weird. It's a hard structure because this little area kind of throws you for a whirl in terms of what could be. I wish I could call it a clean 5, but this low right, this is the lowest low right here. It breaks this low, so it's like hard. But what I see here in DXY is a possible 5-way drive and a wedge, and that usually means pretty bullish in the sense of it's going to break the other way. And if DXY starts going the other way, we could expect Bitcoin to roll over as well. Just be aware of this. I think actually the dollar will break up for the day, or whatever you call it, 2 days. I'll be watching dollar very cautiously. If dollar can manage to close up here, then I'm pretty sure Bitcoin will roll over into a lower zone, like I said, and we will look for a rebuy. Hopefully, because I didn't buy it back. I didn't buy it first time. I see this as a possible leading diagonal. And leading diagonals love to retrace to the 0.886, which is they're pretty hefty retraces. So we can do show that. Where's the 886? It's pretty up my red zone. Pretty up there. Very common retrace zone for these leading diagonals. If it is indeed a leading diagonal, again, it could be something else. So, if watch dollar over this next day, if dollar could get over 96.60, you probably want to not be any longs on Bitcoin just in case. And then watch for DXY to curl over in these zones. The red zone, the last hope for the bears. But first you want the cat zone where we're in right now. The cat zone's already being attacked. These are your zones to watch over this day, okay? I'll get these out to my members. Don't worry. DXY's RSI is also in a form of compression here, which is very bullish. But again, we need follow through. Nothing's there without follow through. And this actually has some sort of bearish divergence here. So DXY needs to clear these highs to kill this bearish divergence, and then it also needs to close above the low of this orange, pink, whatever, yellow zone, which is like right there. to really stay bullish and make this a possibility here. All right. It'd be really bullish if we do this though for Bitcoin. I would love this. It'd be so. I'll be watching this. I'll keep our members updated. Let's see here if I could get any signals for DXY for us real quick. Let's say a break below there and we're bearish, bullish. Oh. Alert. What the hell? Shite? Alright, so pretty simple there. That's pretty negative though, so it's not good. Let's move on from there. I want to get into a pairing we've been freaking watching forever. It's just not doing what we want it to do. USD GPY. It seems everybody and their mom is onto this trade, so I want to show you something. Okay, right now we're a little mixed. That's good. Last week we were like at 68% short, more short last week, and that's why I wasn't telling everybody to not short it, just to watch for that lower trend line to break. Which it's never happened. We've just been watching it, doing nothing. The trend line we've been watching it to break is this trend line it's been riding on here. This trend line I've been watching broke this one, but it wasn't real. Well, it wasn't. It's not real so far. So one could actually do this as well. Get that yellow because it's on top now. So in my opinion, I feel like USD GPY is going to take out this top right here and create like a 5-wave ugly ass freaking. I'm not gonna call it an impulse because this is ugly, okay? But I'm gonna call it a 7-wave move. I'm not 7-wave, 5-wave move. Where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all. I'm just looking at patterns. I don't give a shit about exactly if it's an impulse or a WXY, an ABC. I don't really care. All I care about is structure, especially in Forex. So this is what I'm watching. I'm eyeing this one heavily. Because this will be a great short if it is indeed true, but it's got to be very careful. The reason why we got to be very careful is this possibly looks like shit. Now it does look like shit, not gonna lie. Oh, this is New Zealand. Like this is another crap. JXY. Okay, initially I thought this was a 5-way, but it's absolutely not. It's too far into correction. It's taking too long. This is an ABC of some sort, it looks like now. So now we gotta really jump out. When you look at this, it looks like an impulse followed by a corrective move. Now the question is, like, what can we form here? There's a lot of things we could form here. This is definitely an impulse. It is a B, a C, a D, and an E, and we come down for a capitulation of basically event in terms of GPY. Okay, this definitely looks like some sort of a triangle, but I hate triangles because you never want to run with a triangle until it's actually proven. Because when you run with a triangle when it's not proven, you get hoodwinked and stuff, and it really hurts you. That's something you don't want to see either. So like this was a move, but the question is this move being corrected by this entire move here? And we're moving up again? Or... because this move itself looks very impulsive. This looks very corrective. It's possible this goes down again. Actually, I think that could be it right there. I'm actually liking this for sure now. I can see this happening to GPY. Let's price that guy. That's the bullish side, because I can see a lot of bearish sides to this. A lot of downside. JXY looked good when it was in this flag, but now it's like it continues to break down, keeps breaking down. At this, when I said I hit this level right here, is when I've said I'm completely erasing that idea of an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's just something to be aware of. And I wouldn't know what it would do in terms of how it would affect. Cause this is pretty long, you know, it's a pretty drastic time frame. That wouldn't be good for our GPY idea at all. So we're gonna be monitoring this, and we won't be shorting no tops with this one. We're gonna be monitoring. Okay, move on. This is definitely interesting. I forgot what Sean had on his. Definitely interesting. Let's actually get the gauge of the entire market structure. If I get a decent big market structure look out, then I could gauge what we could possibly formulate in this smaller time frame. Oh, sorry. Do I have a weekly? Let's look at some. Say lean diagonal. Yeah, I'm saying more upside for ZD for sure. This is the old analysis. Old before we went more bullish. It's actually created ABC. And I think this works as well. I think we already tested this. I almost hit 0.5, which is decent. 0.5 is decent. Yeah, that was pretty alarm. That's pretty crazy right here. This price action that happened right here was pretty freaking crazy. Who the fuck calling me? Sorry, not answering that. I would really like us to flip over this and close above this to really make me really bullish. Very peculiar. Very peculiar. The only thing I could really say, because this is definitely not a 5-wave impulse, it's either this is part of correction of this, and now we're starting a new impulse and we're correcting that right now, making a flag, or that's the bullish side, or that this was a ABC followed by another B and followed by another ABC, but that didn't really look right. It looks a little, I don't like the retrace of this either to be bearish. This is more bullish to be retraced. Let's check this as well. As long as we sustain this down, we're good. Wrong way. Yeah, I'm definitely liking. So, keep an eye on this down for NZD. You already see we already made a pretty deep retrace of this. Yeah, we went past that, tested it, came up. So by a bare minimum, I think we're gonna at least test this golden box of this move. This looks like a possibly 1, 2, quick 3, 4. I don't know. Who knows? This is like an ABC. Who knows? A lot of things with this. Could this possibly be? Go to 15 minutes. I want you to dip below. How about you? Like an ending expanding diagonal maybe? Whatever this is, I'm a buyer above this line. And I'm short beneath this line. Yeah, I just don't really see it as anything like could this extend to a bigger correction? Maybe. I still expect this trend line to hold no matter what, even if it does. Breaking this trend line won't be good in my opinion. This trend line comes from like down here almost. So even if we do correct, even if this is like next wave, I don't expect us to move lower than this area right here. Okay, keep an eye on NZD, USD is definitely a watch for longs. Mouse is dying. Hold on. The mouse died. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, what else looks pretty interesting? USD CAD looks interesting. Okay, hit the algo target, but now what's it gonna do? Do we have any signals on the higher time frame? So let's see if we got any good clear signals from this pair. Now specifically looking for a very specific signal. And I don't think we're gonna get here. We might have it actually. Oh, I might long USD CAD. Maybe. I hate how this USD looks bearish. Like I hate how USD looks bearish. We got divergence and a positive. That's what we call a really strong signal. To confirm this move, I want to close above here. So I'll move this up right there. Alert. Upper close, crossing. Bam. What's positive is this pretty good volume bar at the very bottom of this move, but nothing screaming yet. But it's something to be aware of because we got a possible kick-ass signal here. A positive here, followed by bullish divergence here. All it really need to signify is this is true. In my opinion, it looks like it could come down one more time, and then we'll get a really strong kick-ass signal. I'm not really sure what this is making here, but I would love for us to clear that zone right there. My members know why. I would like this zone to clear. RSI is clearing it. Now I need price to clear it to show that this divergence is true. If it's not, if it's gonna do it, divergence is not true. We'll roll over one more time. Okay, moving on. Anything else that looks exciting to trade right now? Let's look at what the hell? Where's my I used to have a list. Oh, I was like, where the hell is my list at? Okay, NTD. Interesting. Oh yeah, this one's totally wrong. This one's totally wrong. It fucking exploded. Went up way more than I thought it was gonna go. Gauge it. What's? I don't know what that means. You're gonna get bearish divergence today if it closes like this. Maybe. No, or not. You slightly beat it. Slightly. Got a single close over at the 10 hour. $10 shows divergence. So what I'm looking for on this, for 6 hours, 6 hours. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna come down to at least test this right now for some reason. Not gonna lie, it does. This does look like it's gonna at least test this. I might take this trade right here. I'm not too positive what this made. A, B, C maybe? I don't know. This shape right here is really strange. Oh, it could also be the same exact thing that's in leading diagonal. We'll see. I wouldn't like to short that with NZD being bullish and GPY being bearish. That'd be stupid. So I'm not gonna do that. Give me something that looks good. So I'm sorry. Basically, what we're doing right now, we're just looking for setups. We're always looking for setups right now. Like we're looking for really clean, decisive setups. This is definitely making an expanded something. I might actually short this. I don't know, man. All the NZD pairs look bullish. Like NZD itself looks bullish, but the pairings don't look very bullish. Like they don't look extremely bullish. This is a nice one, a nice pretty one. That definitely looks like an ABC of some sort. A flat of some sort. There's a possibility that this was by itself. Possible ending diagonal there. Possible ABC here. ABC. Sydney session starting. So what are those? New Zealand, GPY, Aussie. And what else? What other coins? What other pairings is there that are usually get traded right now? That was it. I know there's one more I'm missing. Balls. Hold on. 1 second. I got stupid banana on my fingers. Gosh. Anyways. IUD. Okay, let's check some IUDs then. We need something with movement, some volatility. Boom, boom, boom. Do I have any IUD right here? I have 0. Damn. Probably now. This is like forming a pennant and it's about to break out. Let me explain. Alright. One of two things could be here. It could be a really fuck you, or it could be a really good play for us. A and a 3-wave move, an A and a B and a C. But now our B is creating a pennant. I'm trying to look for a bearish setup real quick. to me, this retraced too much to signify that this was the start of a breakdown. So if anything, it's either, like I said, a triangle, A, B, C, D, E, or it's a running flat, A, B, C, and we just started a possible new impulse. And since this created a 3, we're looking for a 3 first, but we're also very aware that we can put in a 5. It looks like he's put in ABCs all the way up. And they created a bigger ABC. That was also the other thing, the most bearish thing. And yeah, that was the fuck you. I was gonna say that it could be a really good fuck you. A very famous fuck you play in Forex is the WXY with the Y being a triangle. Let me show you what. So yeah, an ABC, ABC, like a weird ABC. This happens a lot in Forex. I see it happen a lot. Where Y is the pennant is your ending move, and it breaks down instead of up. And everything, what the hell? It's gotten me once. Also very common is the truncation of this. This is what happened in gold. When it was like a month or 2 ago, gold formed this pennant. Everybody was thinking it was a bullish pennant, but it was a WXY in it. And the X leg was your actual ABCDE triangle. I call this this is the hardest count to count, and it's the hardest thing to find, signify. But I call this the fuck you pattern because it's hard. It fools you like a mother effer. Like I said, it was in gold, and I luckily saw it in gold, and I traded gold correctly, and I was very proud of that trade. In terms of being, found that it was the W. It was up. It was the other way around. The W was down, the X was up, and the Y was down. But same idea. It's very hard. Okay, let's get into the smaller time frame right here. Okay, this is clearly you cannot not say this is a 3-way move right here. You cannot not say that. Unless you want to disregard that spike. I'm not going to be longing this at all, but to me this is a possible clear setup if we do indeed break this top trend line. Because if it is a WXY pennant with the Y being the pennant, then it can't break up. It absolutely cannot break up. It cannot. But if this is an ABC, or WXY with the X being, and the B leg being the pennant, then this cannot break down, and it has to break up. So it's gonna be very simple on terms of structure, what we're gonna do. If it's a WXY bearish pennant, then we know it's gonna break down after any consolidation of a flag beyond this point. We could short this, or we know on any consolidation above this and a flag, we can long it. It's that simple, because what else can we formulate from this pattern? Not much. We got a W, X, Y, and a ending leg, A, B, C, D, and coming up for E. E cannot break these highs. E cannot break these highs. If E breaks those highs, this is absolutely invalidated. Simple. This is going to be a really good play for us. We're going to watch the... I don't give a fuck if we don't know what the hell's going to go on in terms of if it's a WXY going up, WXY going down. We got a triangle. Triangles are fun to play because you just wait for it to break. Now, they don't always play true once the break happens. Sometimes you do get faked out. Like you get like a little wick. But if you're an allied waveitician, you have some rules to signify, like the move beyond a certain point. For the bearish side, according to stock twist, what the hell is stock twist? What the hell? So again, A, B, C, D, E. If this is indeed a triangle, invalidation to the bullish setup would be any move beyond this point. Invalidation to the bearish setup would be this side, because this would be your X, and you'd be A, B, C, D, E. Do I see anything else that could really pull us for a whirlwind here? We could get a possible really weak move here. This could be a flat here, and then we could just be in another ABC here, and it'd be really weak, which would be not ideal, so fuck. But I think I like this setup for in terms of what could happen for us in terms of volatility and catching a decent move up or down. So I'm just gonna throw up the subwave count, not the subwave count, the alternative. To me, this is too much of a big move up to be corrected by this little X. But X waves are always of 2 degrees lesser of a move, so this actually fits pretty decently. So nothing to run away from. So fairly simple. Can't really see another count that could get us. Like I said, this could be a flat, and this could go up. This could be a move. This could be a move, and then we can come down. That's the only other. That's the only count that I can see it could really hurt us here. This being a move. This being a move, and then coming down like this. Let me create a flat. Only one that can see us really hurting us. And because I'm a very cautious trader, I'm gonna put that up there so we know what to watch for, just in case we start seeing things go south on this setup for us. What's good is an algo target for these moves is the extension here. But I wouldn't expect it to break this low. I would actually expect it to only stay right here at the 886. This is my least likely setup in my opinion. And least likely to happen, but I have to show you guys that it is a possibility and to be aware of it if we do indeed get down here and we start seeing like some consolidation here, then you might want to consider, okay, maybe this expanded flat of Satoshi's is probably right. I know we're going through a lot. I'm sorry for taking so long. We're going through so much. But this is technically my job, so I gotta do this shit. See anything. I guess I gotta just copy and paste, right? Dumb. Okay, moving on. What's another good one for IUD? Hold on, what did you see? I hate that my chat box doesn't show the entire chat, so I can't see everything. It shows like 2 lines and then it disappears. I don't know why all the charts you guys send me in my group in the chat box never I either not allowed to see them or disappear. As soon as I click to see them, it literally disappear. Yeah, I will post these charts. And where are you seeing this? What corner? Right here? Shit. Where do you see this corner at? Is it calendar up? So where the hell do you see this? Right here? Oh! Oh, you know, there's people on StockTwist. A lot of people are scrubs, to be honest with you. I have a StockTwist profile, and a lot of them just don't. It's basically like another form of trading view, in my opinion. Right? In my opinion. Yeah, yeah, I'm like, stock twits is nothing crazy. It's basically like, in my opinion, trading view. So don't pay attention to the stock twist. If anything, go stock twist and look to see what the people are talking about. That's what I do. I go to like Bitcoin, and I see what the sentiment around these people are. Because these people aren't professionals either. They don't know anything more than like you or anything crazy. They're not. Yeah, sure. There's gonna be some people on here that actually know what the fuck they're doing. But same goes for any place in the world. There's gonna be some people that know what the hell they're doing. So, if anything, I just go to these to get a gauge of what people are saying, how they feel about the market. Like last week, everybody was bearish as shit at Bitcoin. I was like, you guys are about to get wrecked. And yeah, you saw what happened. Send it to me. I can't see that video show. Send me that video, Sean, because literally every single thing you post in my little section, my chat box, I can't read for some reason. Like, I click to read it, and it disappears. USD CAD shaping up. We really need that to pull through. What other IUD setups is there? Go to... So first of all, is IUD bullish right now? Like in terms of the actual chart itself? Bastard. Bastard. Was this enough of a correction to correct this? That's the only question here. Because this could form this. In my opinion, it needs more time to correct. Yeah, the magnitude of this move right here is pretty drastic in terms of the rest of these corrective, all these little moves back. The only one that's close to this is this right here. So XY is definitely subject. Is that a flat possibly here? See here. Look at our RSI. RSI definitely does not show that really. Nah, doesn't really show a flat. Typically what you want to see in a flat correction in terms of RSI in your oscillator is the opposite of what the flat is doing. So you see the flat is going down, well typically we would want the oscillator to go up. or if the flat was going up, we would want the oscillator to go down. That's typically what you would expect in your action. That did not get us there. We did have slight bullish divergence here to here. So since we have bullish divergence, let's do something here. Let's just gauge something. This zone right here is a zone where you just need to get over. If IXY gets over this zone, then we could expect some upside. But we need to get over this. This looks very... Really? Can I kick him off? Can I ban him? Is that a thing? Hold on. Sorry about this. Still going sideways. Yeah, XY is definitely peculiar. It's possible that this is a flat here, like this. I just don't like how I broke these highs here after this move here. This is definitely... Yeah, I like this for sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this. Flat there, followed by... I don't know. This is a very peculiar structure here. Yet divergence here to here, so that signifies that this was an ending move or a part of corrective move. Yes, the only thing I can see is this being an ABC, or this is the end of this move, where it's like a weird WXY, and then this is a start of a really nasty end of day corrective move to the depths of hell. It's very interesting though. There's no way it could be... There's no way this is there's no way this is a flat of this move. Absolutely no way. So yeah, I'm liking more downside in the totality of this thing. I'm not sure if this is the end of this. In my opinion, this is either the end, or we're gonna actually make a new high here. Like that. Or this was just some sort of move, followed by some sort of move. XY is not very clear, which is unfortunate. Which makes a lot of things unfortunate, because I really want to be able to... One of my main ideas in how I trade Forex is I look for the indices to also be on my side. If I'm trading like Euro USD, I'm gonna look at Euro, the DXY and the AXY to make sure that DXY, if I'm going long on USD, I want to make sure that USD looks a little bit more bullish, and I'll make sure EXY looks a little bit more bearish. If EXY looks bullish and DXY looks bearish, then that's stupid. Same idea here. AXY is subjective, which is unfortunate. GPY, we know it's subjective. We know USD is somewhat bearish. Shoot, that's not what I wanted. So what's AUD USD look like? That sure looks like a bearish freaking something. Bearish flag. But I've seen these flags run high as hell before they break down. Yeah, in terms of the market, there's nothing really extremely freaking concretely clear of a super good setup right now. Like, enter right now. Like, gold balls in right now. There's nothing super clear about that. We got divergence here across those tops. So this is probably a move, ending move. All right, brother. Hey, you have a good day, my guy. Yeah, I think this has one more high in it. We got an impulse. Correction, we're coming up for another impulse possibly. I think I'm gonna be shorting this after we get a new high and we break this trend line. This would be a watch as well. We got a few on the watch list. Nothing to pull the trigger right now though, that's unfortunate. The only clear setups that are coming right now are coming in the crypto world in the sense of what I could expect. But everything else looks pretty halfway clear. We need a little bit more time, maybe like a day or two, to really give us a better idea, the best idea possible. And then we'll be able to do more with what we have on our plan. But one of the main things I want to iterate with you guys is don't rush into any trades. If your setup's not there, don't jump into the trade. Literally all I'm doing is I'm looking for my setup. I'm looking for my setup. What's my setup? Yeah, I can't really explain it. It's just a very clean and clear pattern on price action via Elliott wave. Very clean and clear trend lines. Very clean and clear structure in RSI. And some sort of bearish divergence or bullish divergence on volume or something. Right here I see bearish divergence across these tops, but also see it putting in positives. Yeah, boy, I made my RSI work like a momentum oscillator. You guys don't you guys, our RSI is completely, it's not the same. It's not the same. It is not the same. Trust me, it's not the same. There's a reason why I have those there. And I know your guys' RSI is different than mine. I have mine where I can change my settings. Yours are set to a specific one. It's this one up here, look. Same thing. Nothing's different about it. The only thing is you guys can't change the settings, which I don't want you to. Because as soon as you guys change the settings, it does not work anymore. So this is all you guys get. That's your setting. And your division look back, which I'm gonna take off too. What's this? Depending on what type of trader you are, if you're more of a quicker trader, obviously you want the short on. If you're a longer trader, like a swing trader, get your long on. It's simple. It's such a simple technique, but no one really uses it because I have so many other indicators, so many other things to use. We don't really use it in its full potential, but I'll tell you right now that this indicator is probably one of our best, if not our best, if you know how to use RSI correctly. It's very simple. When they cross over, you short. When it crosses over on the downside, you extra short. When it crosses over, you go long. When it crosses over on the top side, you go extra long. So let's just go on like little. It's not a perfect system. You gotta be very mindful of your positioning and your stop placement because it's not a perfect system, but the system does work well. Like say, crossed here, we're on the upside, so you enter small. And you enter large once you get this break right here. So you would have entered here, right here. You would have entered more, probably this candle because it would have broke. You would have probably missed this move. Entered more on here, and you would have closed out once they crossed over. All three right here. You would have closed out right here when all three crossed over. And then you could have re-entered. Like I said, it's not safe to enter long, or it's not really safe to enter longs or shorts on the opposite side. That's where you go into small. Like you 10%, 20% of your portfolio, not your portfolio, of your lot. And then you enter the rest once you get the full confirmation of the bearish trend down here. Same thing on this side. We crossed over here. That's our second cross after we close out our short for initially, so you could potentially want to long that. I like to go to the third crossing to really trust it. So 1, 2, third cross here. Same thing on the top side. You usually want to go third cross on the top side. 1, 2, and then the third one happened here, which was the actual kill. But you saw, even if you entered here, on the cross here, you probably would have got stopped out here. Because if you wanted to stop right beneath your entry point. I'm sorry we're going over some bullshit here, but I just wanted to show you guys how useful this technique could be if you just are patient and are willing to work with it. Okay, actually got a gain here. You got a gain right here. You actually won this trade without getting stopped out because you turned over. Oh wait, I'm using this one. It actually turned over lower. Right there. So you got like a 1% gain here. Or a stop out, who knows. And then again here. Crossed here. Crossed over here. Could have shorted this, would have got chopped up, probably stopped out here. Crossed here. Crossed over there. Crossed here. Oh, this one crossed here. So this one was late. This one was late. This one was a loss. But you see, this is a very powerful tool. Very powerful. It's very powerful. And then when you start using divergences and stuff, like if you follow my system, value range system, you would have knew not to long any of this. You would have knew not to long any of this. Why? Let's just go over it real quick, I guess. We'll cover a few more coins and things over this, and then we'll jump back to Ethereum and Bitcoin one more time, and then we'll head out, okay? After this. So how would you know not to long this? It's simple. You have your divergence here, right? Right? Well, you could have longed it actually. It was a good long because your X point was there. It came down and tested it there, which was here. Came up. Yeah, you could have longed that. It wasn't a bad long. But this is the long I was talking about here. This long was good, but it was good both on RSI and divergence rules. So it's double good. but this was not a good one. The reason why, divergence, there's your point of X, which is here. Did he ever clear it? No, never cleared it. But RSI sure as hell did. And since RSI did, but price action didn't, you'd expect this low to get taken out, and it did. And then the same, rinse and repeat. Divergence, here's your point. Did we clear on price and RSI? Yes. How do you know where your point is? That's a rule, and you have to be in my group to kind of know that. What point to pick. It's usually a cluster of points within a leg, just letting you know. Alright, move on, move on, move on, move on, move on, move on, move on. Move on. For our screener, let's look at something. Yeah, this is a very interesting shape too. This is the low. I think it's a WXY here. This looks like it's in a pennant, but that previous moves is just very scary. Damn. Holy crap. Very interesting. A triangle towards the end of a pretty long move, and I'm more likely going to call it a Y. A, B, C. Actually, this is a move right here. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Sorry. A, B, C, W, X, Y, man. And this is either I'm also liking this for a good setup for a sell or a buy. I know I'm not too positive right now what it could be, but I'm thinking it's A, B, C, followed by a three-way move, followed by another three or triangle for a B or X leg, and then we're going to come down one time for this. I'll look at it real quick. I'll look at it right now, and then I'll hop back into this. So fairly simple setup for 4X people, and this setup as well. In my opinion, this triangle will break out pretty aggressively, regardless of the direction. Watch that top trend line. The two counts is a three-wave A, followed by a simple X, followed by another 3-wave B, A, B, C, to make a 3-wave X, W move, and then followed by either a simple 3-wave X, or we're going to make a B wave where it's going to be an A complex, and then we're going to make a 5-wave impulse later on in the future. The bullish count for this aspect right now would be if this is a simple X, and if this is a simple X, it'll be a W, a simple X, and a 2 lesser degree move, which it is 2 lesser degrees. And we come up now for Y, and Y is also an ABC. With the first move being A, this is all. So regardless of the fact, I'm expecting a volatile move from within this triangle, either up or down. This should get minimum right here, maximum right here. But I doubt it will get down this low if we were to stay bullish. So again, typically your X waves are of 2 lesser degrees, and if that's the case, this has completed an X wave, and we should be moving up in an A for that first impulse, A, B, C, D, E. Finish that E wave, and we're coming up now. We'll get this, we'll find out pretty soon with this one, in my opinion. Fairly soon. To which direction this is going to go. And so I'll set some alerts for us. And then I'll look at Ethereum and Bitcoin, and then we can get out of here, okay? So I'll pick up all your time. I forgot to put a target for it. I'll put a target up. Again, I'll post all these charts in our Discord. You bastard. Get a target real quick for the top side, and then we can get out of here. Go from the axis point. Nice. Okay. What does GPD look like? One check, and then we'll get out of here. GPT is... Yeah, it's a pound, right? Because I was wrong, too. I did actually form. For what this actually is not from there, it's from here. If we can manage to flip this and stay over it, it would be really good for the pound. Right now we're getting rejected right at that box. We need closes over this to really change my bias from that move. Yeah, because at first I wanted to call this an ABC flat because these highs were taken out here like that, made that bearish divergence here from here to here. Yeah, but the fact that this made this divergence so nasty, you gotta call it this a move as well. If RSI can maintain this level and price action could like float above this 0.5, then it will be pretty good for an up move. So this is also on my watch list. Okay, this could be a leading diagonal, deep 2, coming down for 3. Who knows? But it's watch list. Okay, let's move on to back to Ethereum real quick. Don't get out of here. Yeah, it's really simple to play this one. Just play the break. Don't rush into it. You'll know which way it's going to go. Don't rush into it. Just play the break. No reason to rush into this at all. Just be patient and play the break. It's a guessing game at this point with DXY moving up while looking like it wants to move up for a little bit. You know, where are we at? It's all on DXY right here. If DXY wants to move up or down, it's big Papa DXY. In my opinion, DXY needs more time to go sideways or up to correct this move that just went down. So either we're going to go like this, or we're going to actually go like that. In my opinion. After this little correction right here. Alright. Unfortunate that nothing much to jump on in terms of setups. Like, oh, this is a clear and clean setup. I'm jumping into this right now. I didn't see anything like that today. Nothing to like scream at me like, oh, you need to get in this right now. Oh, you're going to miss the boat. No, nothing. We had some good setups and to watch for those triangles. Really good opportunities to get in a trade on the volatility on those moves. And it doesn't matter which way it goes, up or down, there's going to be a good move coming in those pairings that I just showed you guys. I'm still very curious with USD GPY, all with just that setup in general, but GPY moving down is it makes things very weird. Bitcoin and Ethereum and crypto is my main focus for this week. To be honest, this next 7 days should be very volatile in crypto, and in my opinion, that's where your main focus should be. XLM. Hold on, peek at XLM here. That's pretty cool. No volume though, not yet, but we just broke that trend line. Hey, is XLM leading the pack? Where is Litecoin? Litecoin is usually the one that does it for us. Nope, nothing yet. In my opinion, Litecoin looks like a really clear, not really clear, but looks like it wants to go down. Yeah, Litecoin looks like it created a 5-wave impulse for sure. For sure. If I had to store any coin, it'll be Litecoin. Oh, wrong thing. Leading diagonal. A, 1, 2, B, C, 3, 4. Yeah. I wouldn't be wanting along Litecoin necessarily just because how extended it is compared to all the other coins out there. Right up against resistance, yeah, I'm not longing Litecoin at all. Can we burst through this resistance? Yeah, sure. Will we? I'm not banking on it. I'm not putting my money on that thought. Yeah, in my opinion, Litecoin's due for some retrace, and if I'm shorting any coin, it's definitely Litecoin. And it's simple. Shooting for here. The way it looks like it, guys, I'm honestly thinking we're gonna get a retrace before we go up. But just be very cautious if you're shorting, okay? Make sure you have your stop loss in place. Make sure you're not too close to your entry position, because then you might get your position skipped and your stop loss won't get hit, and then you wake up in the next morning wondering why you liquidated because your stop loss was too close. Make sure you give a little space for that slippage just in case it does happen, because who knows what's going to happen during the update or during the run up towards the update. Who knows? A lot of things could happen. Okay? Just be mindful of any position you're in. Be very ready to take and react to any type of position going against you, and make sure to keep those nerves in rack. In my opinion, we're gonna come down one time before we go up, but I wouldn't really want to be shorting Ethereum because it's the Constantinople update. If I'm gonna be shorting a coin, it'll be Litecoin. Okay, Litecoin's the coin you'll be wanting to short. Ethereum's you got some balls you're gonna short it, but it's very possible you can short it too. Okay, so those are my thoughts for today. Those are my thoughts moving forward. Like I said previously, I would not like any retrace for Ethereum beneath 133. To be honest, 137 honestly is like where I wanted to stay above to really hold that bullish sentiment. To be extremely bullish, and to, in my opinion, if we hold this zone, we will clear 160, 170, and that is 140. If we hold 140, then I would expect upside to like 170-ish for Ethereum, which is up here. Okay? And for lastly but not least, for Bitcoin, to go over that one more time before I head out of here, I would not like any retrace beneath 38.30, but I would accept a wick down to $3,805 with a close above the range around the previous listed area at 38.30. Okay, to stay really bullish, Bitcoin has to stay above 38.50. If we stay above 38.50, I have no doubt in my mind that we will seek 43.65. If we break below those zones, go to a lower range, then we'll probably only seek this 4270 area. Okay, that's it. That's all I have, guys. Unless you have any more questions, I'm not in any crypto position right now. I'm not in any position right now whatsoever in anything. I didn't see any setups I liked today to really get me in anything, so I'm gonna wait for my setup. If anything, I like the short on Litecoin, and I'm probably honestly might be taking that short on Litecoin. I might be taking that short on Litecoin. Okay, that's about it though. I'll post my Ethereum chart, my Bitcoin chart, my IUD charts, my 2 triangle charts, my GPY chart, and that'll be all. Okay, I'm gonna stay on for like 5 more minutes until you guys go silent, and then I'll log out, put on some tunes, and we'll be gone. Okay. Pretty boring day though. A lot of talk for no reason. A lot of talk for no reason. A lot of talk for no reason. Triple bottom RSI. We're not getting any movement north. No follow through. It's looking pretty bearish. We'll see how this goes. These corrections are very ugly recently, so be careful out there, traders. But it looks like we'll be heading out pretty soon, so let me... Appreciate that, brothers. And yeah, my focus and my goal is to create... Hold on, let me pause this shit. It's a little too loud. My goal and my aim for this group is, for every new member we get, is to create and make their experience even better than the previous member who got them there in the first place. Yes, I like trading, making money, but I also like teaching people how to do it too. I do find a really good joy into being able to teach people how to make it for themselves. I don't know, it's just who I am. And I'm gonna do my best to keep you on top of that shit, keep you guys moving forward and progressing along with me. Because I still got a lot to learn. I still got a lot to learn. We all do. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'll start doing these. Like I said, my goal is to make the experience better for every new member we get. And so I am gonna try to do these every single day, at least once a day. Our members will probably get me twice a day more often, because I'll post it at midnight, and Twitter and people publicly won't get it unless you're having notifications on my YouTube. Then you'll get my stream. But for anybody not in my group, you can expect me at least once a day. Everybody in my group, if we get movement during the London Open, I will be on. All right. So with that, you guys, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate y'all rocking with me again. This is a very long talk, very long session. I'll try to make them quicker and faster, but I just got a lot to talk about. You got a lot of data to incorporate, to pay attention to, and a lot of charts to pay attention to if you got money floating around in different markets. Okay? Appreciate y'all. I hope you guys have a great day or night or morning, wherever it may be you're at. I don't care. Appreciate y'all walking with me. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, roughly around the same time. Anytime from noon Mountain Standard Time to 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, you could expect me on. So that's like 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, during the London Open for my members. Alright? It's been a pleasure, you guys. It's been a very mild pleasure. I'm gonna put my twos on, and I'm gonna get the F out. This is your boy, Satoshi Mother Effin' Heavy, signing the fuck out. Peace, my people.